Greetings and welcome back to Sack Sniff Mavericks. It's been a while since we last recorded this game.
I know, I was about to say, this is supposed to be our main summer playthrough, and it is. I can hear the cicadas buzzing outside right now, and we're only on episode 11.
That's because we kept stopping to do a Lansrow and Ethand games. And we only had time to record one or the other. So we just kind of had to go for it. So, well, we're back. Let's try to wrap up Gelato Beach. And maybe if things work out, because we'll probably go for a couple hours this time because we started earlier.
You know, actually, what's really funny is that after this, you're going to see, everybody's going to start seeing some Genesis games that you wouldn't expect.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, you're gonna do the gosh dang pachinko machine first, weren't you?
Oh god, that's right. I forgot.
Son of a
because we
wiener
literally
sniffer?
recorded that like a month ago at this point. Jiminy Cricket. Well, Alonzo, are you gonna say something, or are you too good to speak to us?
Of course I'm good to speak to you.
I know.
No, just you, though.
He beat X5 in 2.5 hours.
Yes.
That's
That's the world record, don't you know?
Don't you know?
for an almost 100% run, because we definitely forgot one energy tank.
How'd you know? I was me going crazy. I checked right now. We got it.
You sure?
100%. Yeah.
Okay, it is 100%.
I was redoing the run, and I was like, oh, did I get this one? And yeah, it was Squid Adler, right? I think it was during that time when you were gone, and I was doing all the cleanup.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't even gone for that long, unless I left and I'm not done editing that episode yet, by the way, so...
Everybody tell Alonzo in the chat that when we do X6, he has to do it legit.
Nope.
And he has to do it on extreme mode.
Nope.
There's difficulty options in the X games?
Only in the later ones.
6.
Just 5 and 6? Why?
All it does is change the amount of enemies that are on screen, at least in X6.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
it's just X5 as well.
It's just like how with the original Mega Man series, the only one that has a difficulty option is Mega Man 2.
And 11, and 9, and 10.
Well, no, not 9.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it's 10 and 11, and 2.
I'm only talking about, like, the original 11 games. Because they came out in a different... It's not the original 8 games, because they came out in a different context era of gaming. Especially the first 6, where it's like difficulty options weren't even a thing. It was like, let's make games as hard as possible, no matter what. And if the little kids can't beat it, well, they can call our hotline.
and pay our not toll-free number.
Yeah, Mikey, edit in a picture of promotional material for the Nintendo hotline. Are you going to get that coin?
I did. Don't worry, folks, I got it. Alonzo, let's hear something from your topic list.
Oh, shit, we're doing topic lists these days, aren't we?
Let me check then. Topic list. Why
Mikey's
is Ethan such a bitch? Okay,
Well,
Ethan, explain.
What did I do, man? Man. Well, I complain. I like old games because I'm on the spectrum. I don't know how to do my own plumbing, or I'm not an electrician, so I guess that makes me a bitch.
Are you saying you got a tinge of the tism?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The tism.
Rheumatism?
No,
Rheumatoid arthritism.
You guys see Borderlands movie is doing really well?
I've heard of. Is it doing better than Madam Web?
Well, I saw a trailer for that Borderlands film. And, like, I didn't know it was a Eli Roth movie. That would have colored my perception of it, but the trailer looked fine. I mean,
no, it's bad. It's super generic, and it's, like, bad.
I'm going to agree that the casting of Lilith with that 80-year-old woman, whatever her name was probably wrong.
She's 50.
What? She's too
I'm
old to be playing a character who's in her 20s.
Yes.
Who? Lilith?
Kate Blanchett. They cast Kate Blanchett as Colin Clinkenbeard from the fucking Borderlands games.
What the hell? What's... Oh, Kate
Blanchett. She
Blanchett.
was one of
I
the
know that,
elves in
but
Lord of the Rings. She was Queen Elizabeth
She's-
in those Elizabeth movies.
She's 55. I will tell you, I am so far out of the loop with movies that I did not know that Borderlands, the movie, even existed until I saw the RLM video that came out that said, yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
It's interesting.
Mikey had it in a splat. Why aren't you getting the pachinko machine, Mikey?
I'm trying to wrap this up before because like at this point I can't really even remember what shit I got, what I didn't, because it's been so long. And I want to wrap up these levels that I've already started so that, you know, because it's much easier to get all the blue coins when everything is recent in your memory.
Oh,
And I just
get it,
realized I
get it.
forgot to eat those bees while I had the chance, so now I'm gonna have to go back for that too. Because that's the annoying thing, is that there are like several blue coins that you need Yoshi to get, but it's like not clear before you go into an episode which episodes will have Yoshi and which ones won't.
Dude, watching speedruns of taking down the Shadow Mario is like intense. Awesome. Anyway, what character did she play in the Butt movie? The Borderlands?
Lilith.
Right here.
And it's funny because I've never played any of those games, but apparently they just use Funimation regulars for everything, so they got the lady who plays Urza and Luffy to play Lilith.
Oh, yeah, she does not... What game is Lilith in?
Borderlands.
No, which one, I said.
Borderlands 1
The first one only?
and 2.
I played Borderlands 2 pretty extensively.
She's
Back
one of
in
the
the
other
day.
like the later quest characters.
I don't remember a GD thing about any of the characters. I remember the robot at the beginning, and I remember Handsome Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Borderlands 2, yeah.
Not to be
yeah, I
confused
tried
with that
going-
guy Soren. That other Jack.
What?
Jack from Soren?
A person in our lives named Jack?
Yes.
Yeah, Mikey, I don't think I would have gotten those two confused.
Well, you used to call
But
him
they-
Handsome Jack.
Oh, yeah! Okay. Now I see. You had me in the first half, but you brought it home. I call him Handsome Jack after Borderlands. Okay. I was like, okay, Mikey. Yeah, I won't get a video game character confused with somebody I know in real life who happens to have the same first name.
But you used to
It's
call
like
him
you- it's
Handsome
like-
Jack. So
It's like Mikey this morning explained the joke that I was like playing along with again. What did he say? What was the joke? Oh yeah. He's like, that's why the meme is making a stand-in for the Shinra building. I'm like, yeah, of course. I don't know, I found it funny. Sometimes Mikey does this thing where he just has no idea. Like, when we're making a joke, he thinks we're being serious.
got him.
You
What else
gotta
do I
explain
got?
the joke to him.
I got two more left, which is one of them is probably in the ocean. One's maybe
Oh
up
yeah,
on the
Lilith is in Borderlands 2 as well, and 3.
Oh, I remember Tiny Tina also.
Yeah, that was a fun character.
Yeah.
That actress
I remember
was in the Steins
Moxie.
Gate dub.
Moxie was the one in, like, the bar. I should go back and play those. That would be fun.
They're
Who wants-
definitely of their time.
Who wants Alonzo and I to play 2-player Borderlands for the show? Read it off in the comments. Because I tried going back and playing it.
Ethan volunteers to edit.
If we had minimal edits, some of those PC games would be not so bad. If we like didn't tell each other to edit Gramps onto everything. It was just like, hey everybody, this is a low
Pot calling the kettle black a bit.
this is a low edit kind of deal.
Pot calling the kettle black.
I don't get it.
You just suddenly stop requesting for edits. The person who requests the most edits.
I request a lot of edits when it's Mikey, but when I'm editing and he knows it, Mikey asks for a lot.
I wonder why.
Yes, he asks for a shitload. I think I'd say we're pretty equal.
Ethan, editing
I don't know,
Gramps.
It's the way that Mikey and I just edit. Mikey and I love to annoy each other.
Really?
I especially love to annoy Mikey, though. Mikey edit and Mikey giggle, too. Thanks, Doug.
Is Mikey giggle, too, on the soundboard? You could edit it in yourself.
Let's see. What can I...
There you go.
So Borderlands, that's one from the topic list there. That game is doing
Movie.
well.
The movie.
What movie game? No, actually, I remember Borderlands 3 had issues because the PC performance was abysmal.
I remember I only played 2 and I beat it, but then there's post-game content and I was like, yeah, I'm out. Especially because I didn't have any friends to play with, so I basically played most of that game just by myself. And Borderlands is a game that you really do want to play with folks.
Yeah, it's a little better with people.
It's way better with people. I did play with my cousin for a while, but, you know, the majority of the game I played by myself. Then I went and played the pre-sequel, because that came out in college, and I was like, you know, Ethan's Spectrum butt was all like, oh, look at NES games made after the Super Nintendo. I love these games. Little Samson, Jetsons, and the whatever, Matron.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised that there's a Jetsons game, but I'd never heard of it before now.
I brought it to college once, and probably freshman or sophomore. It's a pretty damn uncommon one.
So it's
Probably
not as
now.
uncommon as Flintstone's Surprise at Dinosaur Peak.
No, not even a tenth of the value. But it's still probably 150 smackers. Let me look at beat price charting. Best website ever that Mikey refuses to use.
I did look at it the other day.
You did? Ooh, do you have an
Yeah.
account yet? I'll add you friends on there.
I haven't made an account yet, but I did look at it just to see how much the Great Circus Mystery was.
Oh. It is on Genesis too, by the way.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so a loose copy of Jetsons, The Cogswell Caper, goes for $225.49.
The Cogswell Caper.
Cogswell's Caper. Jetsons, The Cogswell Caper.
Jetsons, the Cogswell Caper. Jetsons, the Cogswell Caper.
Well, same different. That has the same energy as Surprise at Dinosaur Peak.
Well,
that
they
title.
were both made by Taito.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why. Both made by Taito.
I thought it was Tato.
It is not Taito, it's Taito.
Yeah.
At most, it was going for 310 smackers.
Ryuichi Sakamura.
Yamamoto Sakamura.
Mario.
Marion.
Well, Marion was always your invention, Ethan.
Invention.
Yes.
Who wants to listen to Beatles right now?
No.
Not me.
Mikey edited the entire Beatles catalog.
Mikey, find something funny that isn't the Beatles to put over it.
Mikey, edit in a picture of a Beatle holding a guitar.
Yeah, you can do that instead of...
You have those in your backyard
Adding-
too, Ethan? Beatles?
Yeah, they're all over.
Of course you do.
Beatles are literally everywhere, Mikey. That one's the least surprising.
When I was saying it,
tell...
this is it's probably going to be 100 years before this gets uploaded, but when I was staying at Ethan's house, he's just like, Mikey, are you decent? He knocked on the door and I'm like, sure, what's up, Ethan?
It was
And he's
after you went. It was after you went to bed.
well, it was after
but I
you
went
went
down-
to
it was
bed.
one-
I was still getting ready for bed.
It was after we had parted ways for the night, and we had closed the privacy door between upstairs and downstairs.
Yes. And then Ethan knocks
And I
on the
came-
door and goes, Mikey, I don't wish to alarm you, but there may be a boogeyman or boogeyman in the house.
Yeah. No, I just knocked on the door and said, Mikey, are you decent? And then I held a toad in his face.
And you're like, check out this toad I found in my backyard. Because I always found it funny, like all the toads he found for the Battletoads playthrough that he put.
I didn't find them for the playthrough. Those were pre-existing pictures.
Well, same difference. It's just you just had those pictures on you.
Every single time I find a toad, and Nicole's around, she takes a picture of me with a toad because I grab them every time I find them because I love them so much.
Coin just went through the fucking wall. That's
what if it was a blue coin? That would have been really funny because Mikey would have invoked a Mikey frustration moment.
But not a Mikey wrong moment. Those are very distinct entities.
Why don't we play Wampum for the show
you
on
can
NES?
play Wampum for the NES and experience racism firsthand. One of my favorite Ethan quotes.
I still don't have it. Hey,
Oh,
that
really?
game's trending down in price. I can finally get it. Let's take a look at eBay, shall we?
So we went to Half Price Books down by Hamlin when I was visiting him. And Ethan found a copy of The Exorcist in widescreen on VHS, and he's like, wow, widescreen, $10! And then he didn't buy it because it was $10.
Because I buy tapes if they're $1 or $2. If it's something I really want, maybe $3 or $4. But it was $10 for a copy that I would like. It was Blade Runner in widescreen, and it was a copy of The Exorcist. But like, $10? No, that's a little too pricey for a tape that I'm not going to watch all the time. I don't think that's unreasonable. $10 is pretty pricey for an old piece of plastic.
Well, yes, I suppose most of it is in fact made of plastic.
VHS is not the same as video games where you get the same experience out of it. Like, NES games hold their value because they're interesting and unique, whereas a tape is like just an inferior way to watch a movie that you have plenty of other means to watch now. I like them for the novelty, and it's like $10.
Let's use your price chart to find out how much a DVD of The Exorcist is.
Price charting would be eBay.
Got to do the research to figure out.
Let's see, on VHS, it is $8, $7, 15. Oh, wait, what? Oh, The Exorcist 3, $15.
All right
Ooh,
now,
and
really, people are doing is buying the DVDs and then just ripping it and then just sharing it through torrents and stuff like that.
Well, I might have to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I showed you guys all my Fairy Tale Blu-rays that I bought for my second rewatch of the series. And, like, I have almost all of the volumes except for volume 23 of 26, which mysteriously went out of print as I was buying them all. And at first it was just like, oh, well, this will be back in stock soon. Check back later. Then I did check back like a month later, and all of a sudden the listing for it was like completely gone from Crunchyroll's website. So you can't buy it anymore. Then they're just not going to do another print. So I'm just missing like 4 discs. Or
by eBay.
I looked on eBay and there weren't any. Not in Region 1. Because, like, they still have Region 2 Blu-rays, but, you know, I don't have an all region. I don't know if any of my stuff could play in all regions. And it will probably also be in 25 FPS or something, and I don't want that. I'd rather it match my other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it just really sucks all around, because, like, my hope is that what they'll do is, like, what they've done in the past is they'll release, like, 2 discs at once as a volume, quote-unquote, and then later on they'll combine 2 volumes into a collection, quote-unquote. So I think they're just gonna make, like, a Blu-ray set for the last season later on or something, especially now that 100 Year Quest is airing. But who knows when the hell that will be, or if it will happen, because, like, it's so far along in the series, and only people like me care about it. I'm like,
are they still airing Fairy Tale?
They started a second series that's based on like
That's the 100-year whatever you just said.
Yeah, that was like a second manga that came out after the Alvarez Empire.
So it's like Boruto or something like that.
Yeah, it's actually very similar to that in that it's drawn by someone else. Because Hiro Mashima
been running for 100 years, but we can't leave it alone.
Hiro Mashima moved on to